what we're going to start is section 1.1, and this is on page 7. Okay. All right. Well, while you were absent, I wrote this out, and this is 14, and these are the two angles. And what you have to do is you have to solve for x, and then once you get x, you got to substitute that back into these to find the angles. So I put the 2x plus 10 and the 3x plus 9 here, and I'm trying to get it down so I can solve for x. So now I'm at the point here where I'm going to go 161 divided by 5. And when I divide that, it's 36.2. So that's what x is equal to. What I better change this is that it's not right. This is 32.2. Now it's not necessarily degrees. That's just what the value of x is. Now what we got to do is we got to substitute in for the two angles. We got to go 32.2 plus 10. And that will be the amount of degrees in this one. I see a problem that I've done. This is 20. So this is 20. I wrote it down wrong. So now it's this one. So now this is 23. And this is 23. And then this is divided by 23. So now we're ready to divide that out. And what I can do, I got this handy dandy calculator here. So and I want to take, what did I have? 161. 161 divided by 23. And that's 7. So this is going to be 7. So x is 7. Now I'm ready to substitute it. I got to go 20. And for x, I'm going to substitute that 7. Now I go plus 10. And this is 140 plus 10, which is 150. So this angle right here is 150 degrees. Now this angle is 3 times, and I'm substituting in 7, plus 9, is 21, plus 9 is 30. So this angle is 30 degrees. Now we can verify that. You see if the sum is a right angle, so it's 180, and 150 plus 30 is 180. So we've done it correctly after I corrected my stuff. Now the next one I'm going to do is number 20. And 20 says these two angles are supplementary. So it's 6x minus 4 and 8x minus 12. So wrote these down right. And they are supplementary angles, so they're 180. That's what they add to. 14x minus 16 14x. Now add 16 to both sides. So this is 196. 1. So I'm going to 196 divided by 14. Oops, I didn't get a 1. 196 divided thing is 96 divided by 14. This is 14, so this is 14. Now we got to substitute that back in. 6 times 14 minus 4. That's 84 minus 4 equals. And it's 8. Okay, 32, 112 minus 12 equals 100. Now, notice the one angle is 100, the other one's 80, and the sum of those two is 180, and that's a supplementary angle. So, okay, the next problem says perform each calculation. So what I'm going to do is I will do 38. It's 90 degrees. What I'm going to do is put them one on top of the other, and I'm going to subtract 17 degrees. Now what you have to do is you have to subtract or borrow 1 degree. So this is going to be 89 degrees. And then I have 60 minutes because I'm borrowing 1 degree, which is 60 minutes. Now I'm ready to perform my subtraction. When I take 60 minus 13, I get 47 minutes. And then this is going to be 7. I think that's a 2. That's a 7. So this is a 7, so this is going to be a 2. 2, and then 8, 72 degrees, 47 minutes. So that's how you do those. Now the next group of problems, and I'll do 48, and you want to convert this to degrees. So what you do is you do 133 degrees, and you want decimal degrees. So this is 45 minutes, and then you multiply by the conversion. 1 degree, 60 minutes. Now notice the minutes will go out, and we'll have a decimal degree. And you can think of this as you're adding degrees. Okay, the 60 goes into the 45. Oops, I got 133 degrees. And then I'm going to add degrees. I'm going to add 0.75 degrees. So I'm going to write this as 133.75 degrees. And that would be Now, I forgot to turn this back on, but I did 60. And this is turning this decimal degree into degrees, minutes, and seconds. So what you have to do is, first of all, take this decimal part and then do 60 minutes per 1 degree, and that'd get you 15.3. And then you would take the decimal part of that minute, and that would then do 60 seconds, 1 minute, and then when you multiply that, that's 18. So that's how you get that. All right, the next group of problems says they want the least positive measure not equal to the given measure that's coterminal with that. So let's look at 76. And it says a minus 203 degrees. So let's try to figure out where this is at. So here's the initial side's here, and then we're going to go this way. So any angle from here to here is minus 90. From here to here, it's 90 to 180. And from here to here, it's 180 to 270. So this negative 203 is someplace in here. And it's 23 degrees greater than 43 degrees greater. So it's almost up in here. So I'm going to draw a dashed line. And it's someplace about right in here. So the angle is this. The initial side is always there, and this angle is a negative 203 degrees. See, this is, we always start, the initial side's always right here. Now it says the least positive. So what you want to do is you want to come back around here, and we want this angle right here. That's the least positive. So if I take this angle, minus 203, and I add 360 to it, that's one rotation, I'd get the least positive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 360. So I'm essentially subtracting these. I'm technically doing this. I'm taking 360 and subtracting 203. So this is going to be 7, 5. And then I have a 1. Degrees. So this angle right here is 157 degrees. And that looks about right. I mean, it's greater than 90 and less than 180 positive, and it's almost halfway between the two. So that's the least positive. Now, if you had a positive angle, then you'd want to rotate one more 360 degrees. Okay, now they want all angles that are coterminal to this angle. So if I do 98, and the angle's at minus 180. So if I add to a minus 180 degrees, I'm going to add n times 360 degrees, where n is an element of the integers. So that's how we do it. So, and it's saying coterminal to this minus 180. So if this was 0, it would be just this angle. If this were a positive one, then it rotated one rotation away. Let's just take a look at this. So the angle that I got is a negative 180. Now, if I if I go 0 times this, then it's just this angle right here. If I go 1 times it, it will take this around 360 degrees and go back right there. So then it'll be a positive 180. Then if I go 2 times it, then it'll go 360 on top of 180, and so on. You'll just keep rotating at 360 degrees. If I start here and I go n is a minus 1, then it's a negative 360, so it'll rotate on around and come right back here. And then 2, it'll just go around again, and so on. So that's how you express it. So that'll be the extent of what we'll do on section 1.1.